So welcome back to the weekend update, the Independent Investor, December the 2nd. And I was just talking about initial coin offerings and kind of the process I went through last week to actually purchase some tokens in Populus, which I have talked about. So as I mentioned before, I had a Coinbase account because Coinbase kind of holds your tokens slightly differently. A lot of these initial coin offerings, when you go to purchase, you can't go directly from Coinbase. So what I did, I opened up bring it up here. And it's called my Ether Wallet, and I won't go through the details on how to open up my Ether Wallet. This is for Ethereum, ETH, and but there's some very good videos on YouTube. Just go opening up my Ether Wallet. It's one of the more popular wallets used for. This is just for Ethereum. But a lot of the ICOs that are coming out and their tokens, it kind of runs on the Ethereum platform, the Ethereum virtual machine, and so it is really the kind of the currency that's used in this process for a lot of the ICOs that are kind of again running on the Ethereum platform. So the key with this is keeping you get a public key and you get a private key, and what I do is when I log on, there's a password that you get, but then there's also files that gets your private key to open your account, and you don't really want to leave those on your computer. So I've just got basically a little thumb drive that I keep the private key on. When you log in, you put your password in, then it will ask you for like the JSON file or whatever you used when you went through the process. So I just simply open up the thumb drive, pull that file up, which has your private key, and then that opens your wallet. And so this is where you transfer your money from Ethereum, in this case, to buy a token. And then I wasn't sure. Well, when I purchase that token, you can actually bring it back to your my Ether wallet, and they will show here on the side here. You can actually add the tokens, and you can see what you actually hold. So these are all the ICOs down through here. So and then this will actually record show you the tokens that you have, and there's also two other sites, EtherScan and EtherPlorer.io, that can show you the tokens you actually own in your wallet. So right here it's showing that I have the Populus tokens, and I've got 40 right now. Of the Populus, and it actually gives your average price and your balance. So from this my Ether wallet, you can actually bring your tokens in and save them there, because it's not something you can take back, transfer tokens back to like Coinbase or Quadriga or something like that. So where I went to actually purchase these, there's a few different ones. There's Shapeshift, and I ended up just going to EtherDelta, just to put that in. It's etherdelta.com. It's kind of unusual because all it does is look at the computer. You came onto the site, you don't have to open an account, and you can just simply purchase them. So you would transfer money from your Ether into the EtherDelta, and then you just have to get their EtherScan address. So there's their address at the very top, so that's where you would send the money to from your Ether wallet. And And when you do that, you can actually watch these transactions and see the amount of time that they'll be pending, and then when they're done, come back to the Ether Delta, and on this side now, it's actually loading, but all your coins, tokens will be over here. In this case, I got PPT, and you have to transfer money from the Ether Delta when it comes in here. It'll show on the right hand side your Ether, and then you have to transfer it basically into a smart contract, which you do on the left side of the panel here, and then you can. This is showing the price right now of PPT in Ether. So once you get into these platforms, you don't really see Canadian dollars, US dollars anymore. It's all relative to a Bitcoin, or it's relative to Ether. And Populus is using a bit of the Ether platform, so that's what it's priced in. So right now you can see we're trading about 0.0280 of an Ether for one token of Populus. So as soon as I got the shares here, it took a little bit of time, and I didn't have a password, and so I transferred this, which you can do on the left hand side, right back to my Ether wallet, and that's where I keep them, because that's quite secure with a thumb drive, and so that's what I'll do in the future. I am going to spend a little bit more time researching the ICOs and picking ones up. But I thought that would, I just mentioned that process. Again, read the instructions. There's help through these, and it kind of it directs you through, and you get more comfortable once you've done it. First, I did very small transactions because I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. But it actually all worked, and like I say, I've transferred them back to my wallet now, so those tokens are quite safe. I did also open up a Poloniex account, which I thought was accessed for ICOs, but really it's more the cryptocurrencies. And here you can, all the different cryptocurrencies, Ethereum based, Bitcoin based, and something I'll look into a little bit more. I said right now I just got Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, but there's some other interesting cryptocurrencies starting to emerge too that have special features that might do pretty good. Some are more popular, say, in China. So Poloniex is pretty big. I set up an account, and this again is a full password, everything, the two-step authentication. So you have your typical password, and then download the Google Authenticator, and what it will do, when you log on, it will send a code to your phone, and then you put that 6-character code in to verify to authenticate and log on to the account. So it is a little bit more secure. When you do the authentication, I'll make sure you write down the other code that's given you in case you don't have your phone. And then there's this long code that you can put in to use if you don't have your phone available. And I did have a problem with the authentication on one site, and I had to go into settings, and it's under time correction codes, and then I just basically resynced that, and then everything was okay. So that is one problem that I came up with. You will come up with little problems. Like I say, it does take a bit of time, but you just got to kind of read the help that's in there. And YouTube's got some very good videos on each one of these aspects. So this was just a bit of an overview on the process, and I might give some more detailed videos in the future. So that's all I've got for this week, and again, none of this is financial advice, just a dialogue on the markets and this whole new economy that seems to be coming up quickly. And again, I'll try to get a video up next week, and thanks a lot for viewing. Bye for now.